Welcome to NextKick, the home of passion, power, and pure football energy. If you live for every goal, every tackle, and every roar from the crowd, you're in the right place. This is where football meets emotion, and every kick tells a story. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the beautiful game, right here on NextKick. The night was electric. The air in Nashville was charged with a special kind of energy, the kind that only football can create. It was the 2025 Audi MLS Cup Playoffs, and the clash between Nashville SC and Inter Miami CF had drawn in thousands of fans from across the country. Every fan knew this wasn't just another playoff game. It was a battle of belief, resilience, and the hunger to make history. The stadium was alive with chants and colors. Yellow and black banners waved high on one side, while pink and white flags painted the other. The Nashville crowd was deafening, singing their team's anthem with pride, while Miami's traveling supporters stood tall, hoping to witness another night of magic from Lionel Messi and his star-studded squad. This wasn't just sport. This was spectacle. As the whistle blew, the intensity hit instantly. Nashville came out pressing hard, their physicality and organization on full display. Inter Miami, calm and collected, tried to control the tempo with precise short passes, using Busquets in midfield as their anchor. The opening minutes were a tug of war, Nashville using raw power and pace, Miami responding with calm possession and moments of genius. Then came the first real scare. Hany Mukhtar, Nashville's talisman, picked up the ball just outside the box. With one touch, he slipped past Busquets and unleashed a curling shot toward the top corner. The stadium gasped, but Drake Callender, Miami's goalkeeper, stretched out fully to deny him with a world-class save. The crowd erupted in disbelief and applause. That was a warning shot, and Miami knew it. Moments later, the response came. Messi, silent until then, suddenly flicked a pass through three defenders, threading the ball to Luis Suárez. The Uruguayan striker didn't need a second invitation. He cut inside and fired a low drive past Joe Willis. Goal for Inter Miami. The pink side of the stadium exploded in celebration, and Messi simply raised his hand, acknowledging the brilliance of the play. The chemistry between the two veterans was poetry in motion. But Nashville was not going down without a fight. The home crowd roared, and the players responded with renewed fire. Just before halftime, a clever set-piece routine paid off. Mukhtar floated a dangerous cross into the box, and Walker Zimmerman rose above everyone, powering a header past Callender. The stadium shook. 1-1, and the battle was alive again. As the teams went into halftime, the energy didn't drop for a second. Fans stayed on their feet, chanting, waving flags, and creating a wall of sound that could be felt in your chest. The atmosphere was pure football, passion, pressure, and pride blending into something unforgettable. The second half began with both teams cautious yet hungry. Miami looked to control possession again, relying on Messi's intelligence and Alba's overlapping runs. Nashville, however, began to grow into the game, using their home advantage and physical dominance. The tackles were fierce, the duels relentless. Every second ball was contested like a final. In the 63rd minute, a moment of pure chaos unfolded. Messi received the ball near the halfway line and began one of his trademark runs, weaving through defenders, shifting the ball from left to right, leaving bodies behind. As he approached the box, he played a delicate 1-2 with Suárez, then chipped it toward the far post. Robert Taylor met it with a diving header. Goal. Miami led again, 2-1, and the away fans couldn't believe it. The GOAT had done it again, another assist in a game that mattered most. Nashville looked stunned but not broken. The crowd urged them on, clapping in unison, chanting every name, believing till the end. Coach Gary Smith made a tactical switch, bringing on Jacob Schaffelberg to add pace and width. It proved to be a masterstroke. In the 77th minute, Schaffelberg burst down the left wing, beating his man and cutting inside. His low cross deflected off a Miami defender and landed right in front of Mukhtar. Without hesitation, he smashed it into the net. 2-2. The stadium went wild. Flares, flags, chants, and pure emotion. The roar could be heard across downtown Nashville. The game now entered its final stretch. Every pass, every clearance, every touch heavy with tension. Messi still looked dangerous, orchestrating the rhythm, finding spaces others couldn't see. But Nashville's defense stood tall, led by Zimmerman's commanding presence and Willis's sharp saves. As the clock ticked into stoppage time, both teams pushed for the winner. Miami came close when Jordi Alba's cross found Suárez again, but his volley went just inches wide. Nashville countered immediately, Mukhtar sprinting through midfield, feeding Picaud on the wing, who whipped in a cross. Schaffelberg met it with a volley, and for a split second, it looked destined for the top corner. But Calendar saved again. The final whistle blew. 90 minutes of pure, pulsating football. Extra time began under a blanket of tension. Both teams were exhausted, every player running on adrenaline and heart. The first half of extra time saw Miami dominate possession, Messi still gliding past defenders as if age didn't exist. In the 101st minute, he almost found the breakthrough, a trademark free kick that curved over the wall and crashed off the post. The crowd gasped in awe. Even the Nashville fans applauded. It was that kind of moment, magic, even without a goal. Then came the twist. In the 112th minute, a loose ball in midfield was picked up by Schaffelberg. He sprinted into space and played a perfect through ball to Mukhtar. One-on-one with the keeper, the MVP of Nashville didn't miss. He slotted it calmly past Calendar. Nashville 3, Miami 2. The stadium exploded like never before. Fans were crying, hugging, jumping. Nashville SC had just turned the game on its head. Miami threw everything forward in the final minutes. Messi dropped deep, sprayed passes, and even tried a long-range shot, but Nashville's defense stood like a wall. When the final whistle blew, the eruption was thunderous. Nashville SC had done it. They had knocked out Inter Miami CF in one of the most dramatic playoff games in MLS history. Players collapsed on the pitch, drained yet ecstatic. Mukhtar was surrounded by teammates, his name echoing from every corner of the stadium. On the other side, Messi and Suárez shared a quiet embrace, a gesture of respect and understanding, the mark of true champions, even in defeat. As the celebrations unfolded, fans knew they had witnessed something special, a night of courage, brilliance, and heart. This was not just a football match. It was a story of underdogs rising, of belief rewarded, and of a city uniting behind its team. The cameras captured every emotion, the tears, the joy, the disbelief. The commentators couldn't stop praising the spectacle that had just unfolded. The 2025 Audi MLS Cup Playoffs had found its classic, a match that would be remembered for years to come. As the players waved to the fans, fireworks lit up the sky above GEODIS Park. Nashville had written history, defeating one of the most talented teams ever assembled in MLS. And somewhere in the stands, kids watched their heroes with shining eyes, dreaming that one day they might live such a night themselves. Football has always been about more than just goals. It's about the stories, the rise, the heartbreak, the glory. And tonight, the story belonged to Nashville SC. This is what the beautiful game is all about: emotion, pride, and the magic that brings us together. Whether you're from Nashville, Miami, or anywhere in the world, nights like these remind us why we love football. Because every kick tells a story,